Yo, what's going on? So, Trump is doubling the tariffs on imports. Okay? So, why does this matter? Well, this matters because I keep saying and providing evidence that these people continue to tell you certain things in order to have you placed in fear and in order to have a way of increasing prices, right? Let me straighten my camera. This light is pretty lasering through there. So in order to increase in prices, okay? Now these are man-made descriptions. Inflation, tariffs, all of them are man-made definitions, man. Am I saying that it doesn't correlate with somewhat of the system? I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really believe any more of this Western society narrative. I believe everything has been designed to be disproportionate. I just looked on a social platform and somebody was advertising the S&P hitting the all-time high 6,355, I believe the US dollar amount was. So the S&P is 6,255. Now, where I don't understand the celebrating is the US is in a massive amount of debt based on, if you go with the narrative, $37 trillion in debt. But yet you have people celebrating Wall Street and the financial market of a new all-time high. Now where this conflicts is that how in the world is our economic system supposedly improving, but yet we have a failing US dollar that's been going down since 1971, since it was taken off of a hard asset called gold. It's been going down. That's why today, when you go out to buy something with $100, it doesn't feel like $100. It goes away really fast. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, or is everybody billionaires? So it's like, I don't know, they just keep trying to pull this veil over everybody's eyes, and it seems to be working. So you have a rising S&P, a terrible housing market, a down dollar, and a country that's in $37 trillion in debt. You got to make it make sense. What is the truth? It doesn't make any sense. If you understand where I'm coming from, there's no way to combat that. So if you want, you could, watch the news. You can be entertained. You can, watch sports. You can watch all the trials. You can listen to all the new updates. You could doom scroll if you want. But I tell you this, these people are punishing us. And like I said, when I bring this to your attention, I always bring facts. Then you'll have people that say, well, like, all you got to do is work and save and you'll be fine. Then I just give a long stare to you like this. How do you save when the production of your dollar is decreasing every year. Oh, but you just make investments. If you make the financial market is making its own rules. Last time I checked, we go by the dollar. We go by the dollar. So if we went by the GDP, if we went directly by the GDP, what would we need the dollar for? The housing market is terrible. Go buy a house right now, a 3-bedroom house, especially in California. Go buy one right now. You got to come up with a $90,000 down payment. Come on now. Tariffs, inflation. Come on, man. This is all man-made shit. It's all been designed, man. And I'm going to break this down in multiple amount of videos. So if you guys continue to, rock with me, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. The best thing that you could do is stop listening to all Western societal information. Okay? Stop listening to it. Because it's really all a bunch of fabricated, distorted shit. And if you go and listen to other YouTubers, man, they gonna tell you some other type shit to keep you keep your mind narrow to thinking that you could just keep working your way out of stuff. Working. Look, at some point that shit gonna run out, man. At some point it's gonna run out. I know some guys that are some decent dudes, they try their best to give, information and stuff, but it's a little bit it's a little bit too old. It doesn't fit with the price increases that we have today. But they'll tell you to do it as if it's going to work. But the only person that's really benefiting from the mutual transaction is the person making the video, because they're the ones getting the views and getting paid. And you're sitting here collecting old ass information like save, Dave Ramsey, and you save yourself into absolutely nothing. Because when you look at your accounts, they look exactly the same every 2 weeks. What's the difference? So what I'm telling you is, look out for yourself, man. Stop listening to all these people and put the pieces together. Look at the things that contradict the information being projected to you, because that's how I'm looking at it. I'm not taking anybody's word for it on no economic basis, because nobody got it down pat on an economic basis. Not even the US. They're in fucking debt. But the major players soaking up all the profit so they could keep running this game with their names: tariffs, inflation, stagflation, funflation. Like I showed you guys the cup, with fucking cup, the Starbucks cup. This is called a tall now. At first the tall used to be here, now it's here, and you paying the same price for it. It's a bunch of games, dude. Playing with your intelligence. So I tell you this, guys. Listen to your own intuition and put the pieces together, because shit is getting real. And I'm not on no, be awake or anything stuff. I'm just saying, put the pieces together. Understand the information being projected to you. Does it make sense? But that's all I got for you guys. Once again, I appreciate you rocking with me. This is a small channel, but we plan on doing big things. So like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. And remember, truth's in session. Peace.